Yes.
Been a long time. Shouldn't have left you without a dope beat.
It's Steel.
Step two.
But you can't be any geek off the street. Gotta be handy with the steel, if you know what I mean.
Keep it real.
Keeping it real.
Step two. Step two. Step two. Step two. Step two. Step two. It's been a long time. Shouldn't have left you.
Hello and welcome to the channel. My name is Steven and this is Steel Keeping It Real. So you know what today is.
Now, Dad Rock.
That's right, it is Dad Rock Wednesday. And on this day, I like to do adult contemporary hits from the 60s, 70s, 80s, 90s, 2000s, and they are normally of a Caucasian persuasion. Now, this next song that I'm going to do goes all the way back to 1980. Now, I make exceptions for songs that came out during the New Wave period that are English, and the reason why is that every other country but North America doesn't have adult contemporary charts. Only Canada and the United States. Otherwise, nobody else even has that on the record. But I think there are certain songs that when you look at them now can be considered adult contemporary, and I think this would be one of them. And this is Madness, and the song is called Embarrassment. Now, I had to call up my mother just to get clarification on this, because this song came out November the 14th of 1980. And I was trying to remember, well, when did we get to the UK? I know it was late in 1980, and we got there on Veterans Day of 1980. So we got there 3 days before this song was actually released. So I'm trying to think, would this be the first song we heard by Madness, or would it have been Baggy Trousers, which came out in September of 1980? Now, Baggy Trousers would never make it to the adult contemporary charts. And Embarrassment, when I was listening to actually the music and not the words, I was like, Embarrassment is no different than Billy Joel's Tell Her About It.
Tell her about it. Let her know how much you care.
Or even Phil Collins's remake of You Can't Hurry Love. It's in that vein of sounding, a little old school, especially with the saxophones and things like that in the song. But it is the lyrics that probably keep it away from the adult contemporary charts. Now, back in the day, I couldn't understand English, even though I knew English.
I was doing the old happy snaps, second-hand brownie, no film, pound to go, lovely jubbly.
But not that kind of English when we first got there. It took a little while for us or even me, to understand, like, what the hell are they saying? And it wasn't until I did the research for this video that I actually realized what this song is about. And this song is about a girl who was pregnant with a black guy's child.
Fuck.
And the family was basically saying, like, you're an embarrassment. Your aunt doesn't want to know you. Your uncle doesn't want to know you. Your mother feels like she's, twice as old and things like that. They don't want you to come around here because of, racism that was going on. And I know I felt racism when I got to England because, number one, I was an American. But then you had the fact that I was an African American. And so, there was that deep-seated thing. So I already had 2 strikes against me before I went over to the UK. So let's take a look at what this song did do on the charts over there. And Lamo went to number 11 in Belgium, number 4 in Ireland, number 2 in the Netherlands Dutch Top 40, number 4 on the Netherlands Single Top 100, and number 4 in the UK. So it was a pretty big deal. And for you Americans that have not heard this, or anybody outside of the UK or these places where it charted, Madness is one of those groups that you should listen to. You have a lot of people that in the 90s and the 2000s were getting into American ska, like No Doubt and the Big Bad Voodoo Daddies and things like that. But you were forgetting people like Madness, Bad Manners, The Specials, things like that were very, very good, two-tone ska bands of the late 70s and early 80s. So if you like videos like this and others on the channel, please don't forget to hit the like button, the subscribe button, and the notification button, because I'm trying to do at least 10 videos each and every week. So, without any further ado, here is Madness and Embarrassment.
You embarrass me. You embarrass yourself.
Received the letter just the other day. Don't seem to wanna know you no more. I've laid it down, given you the score. Within the first 2 lines it bluntly read, you're not to come see us no more. Keep away from our door. Don't come round here no more. What on earth did you do that for? Alright, she don't wanna know. She says, what will the neighbours think? They'll think we don't, that's what they'll think we don't. But I will, cause I know they think I don't. Our uncle, he don't wanna know. He says, we are disgrace to the human race. He says, how can you show your face when you're a disgrace to the human race? You're an embarrassment. Yes, an embarrassment, a living endorsement. The intention that you have booked was an intention that was overlooked. They say stay away, don't want you home today. Keep away from our door. Don't come round here no more. Our dad don't wanna know. He says this is a serious matter. Too late to reconsider. No one's gonna wanna know ya. Our mum, she don't wanna know. She says I'm feeling twice as old. She said thought she had her head on her shoulder, 'cause I'm feeling twice as older. I'm feeling twice as older. You're an embarrassment.
It's weird. The song is even better now that I know exactly what they're talking about. It makes a lot more sense. But, it is kind of like one of those songs that until, even if you read the lyrics, you wouldn't quite get what they're talking about. I assumed at one point like somebody had committed a crime, and that's why you're an embarrassment. Like a murder, or they were Jimmy Savile or something like that. But I never, until I did this reaction, I never would have thought it was just because somebody was having an interracial child. And, you almost want to go from this song into Papa Don't Preach by Madonna, because, I'm keeping my baby kind of thing. It's a lot of people underestimate or don't think about Madness as actual musicians. I think when you hear something like this, and you hear things like One Step Beyond and other things that where their musicality shines through, that you forget these are great musicians as well. I mean, you got the great saxophone in this, and that's the 80s right there for you. What's the 80s without a saxophone or a guitar solo? That's just what was happening back then. But the saxophone sounded absolutely great. And it also shows that, people were socially conscious to, a degree. You can write good lyrics to a song like this. Like I said, I assume it was probably a little bit underestimated by those who really didn't know Madness. I really didn't know Madness until now. But I liked almost every single Madness song that I've heard, even to the point of Michael Caine. And some people might go like, "Oh, you like Michael Caine?" Yes, I like Michael Caine. It was a hit, I think, right before I left the UK in '84. So yes, I like Michael Caine as well. So, if you are still here, I thank you very much for staying tuned. I really do appreciate it. First and foremost, I want you guys to like the videos as much as I like making them for you. And after that, all you need to do to help me out with the channel is to like, subscribe, share, and comment. Peace.